Hey guys, it's Jasmine, and I wanted to show you really quickly this breathing technique that I use myself, that I used with clients, that I use or have shown to friends and loved ones, and that has proven to be super duper effective to combat anxiety or even physical senses because our body is completely holistic, so it's all connected. And a lot of times people seem to forget that. So if you start worrying in your mind about something, that can build up anxiety that translates and manifests to physical symptoms. Same thing, other way around. If you are feeling physical symptoms like a pain or something that you know have read somewhere could be the symptoms of a heart attack or whatever it may be, those physical symptoms and feelings or a stomach ache or whatever, that can lead into you feeling more anxious and more nervous and different things in your mind, which only builds and builds and builds until ultimately you get lost in that and it just turns into this big old tornado of anxiety and worry along with physical symptoms. And they're so mashed or intertwined together that you can't even tell the difference anymore, and you're stuck in this cycle or hot mess of just not feeling good, just feeling frustrated, anxious, whatever it may be. And something that's really interesting is that this technique is especially helpful for honestly anybody who I've shown it to, myself, again, firsthand experience. But it's especially helpful if you're trying to quit smoking out of bongs in particular. This is what I've been told, because it very closely, funnily enough, mimics the breathing pattern of people who smoke out of these water bongs or devices. So if you're looking to quit smoking, whatever it may be that you're smoking out of a bong, then this breathing technique might be the missing piece to really get you over that hump, which usually happens at like the 2-3 day mark in these circumstances when you're trying to quit smoking certain substances. If you can make it to that 4-day mark, that 5-day mark, then it's shown that it becomes easier from there. But try this breathing technique if this sounds like you and something you're struggling with especially. So first things first, let's go ahead and on a scale of 0 to 10, figure out where you are with whatever it is you're struggling with. So try and hone in on the feeling that you're feeling the most right now. Oftentimes, like I said, it's anxiety. It could be frustration. You can identify it as nervousness, feeling overwhelmed. Whatever this hindering or blocking feeling that you're feeling is, I want you to take that feeling and put it in a statement. So an example could be, I am feeling so frustrated right now. I'm feeling so anxious right now. I'm feeling so overwhelmed right now. I'm feeling so out of control right now. Whatever resonates most with you, I want you to figure out that statement. And by the way, I do have a free downloadable EFT and stress relief guide that you can get directly from my website at truehealthtrifecta.com/EFT. In that guide, I have a complete list of the different emotions and the different scale of emotions that can be really, really helpful. So I suggest when we're finished with this, because I'm about to take you through this breathing technique, that you head on over there and download it for free and hopefully see if that helps you even further. Okay, so once you have your statement, I want you to say it out loud. So I'll use the example, I am feeling so overwhelmed right now. And on a scale of 0 to 10, how true does that statement feel to you right now? So whatever statement you said, whatever feeling you have, how true does that feel to you on a scale of 0 to 10? For this breathing technique, what we're going to do is combine the 4-7-8 breathing technique with a physiological sigh. And we're going to repeat that 3 times. You can repeat it 3 to 5 times, but for the sake of showing you in this video, we're going to do it 3 times. If you haven't heard of the 4-7-8 breathing technique, basically you breathe in for 4 seconds through your nose, hold it for 7 seconds, and then breathe out through your mouth, kind of in a whooshing sound for 8 seconds. And then you repeat that. We're going to do it, like I said, 3 times here. Now, the difference here is we're going to combine something called the physiological sigh. And what this physiological sigh mimics is something that animals and even people do when they're in distress anyway. So the physiological sigh entails of breathing in with a short, rapid breath right at the top of it, and then breathing out. For example, that would be something like this. So that's a physiological sigh, that little extra breath at the top to really fill up, I forget what they're called, but almost these little extra pockets that are in your lungs to help fill those up with oxygen and help in this process. So let me take you through this, because I know that if you've clicked on this, if you're watching this, you probably just want to do it first. And then I'll get to explaining some more about how it works and what it's about. So breathe in for 4, followed by the physiological sigh. Hold for 7, and then breathe out for 8. I'll do it with you here, and we're going to repeat it just 3 times. Start off, breathe out completely. Okay, so that was 3 times. You might feel a little bit lightheaded once you're finished. Just continue breathing naturally, focusing and trying to make them good, deep, steady breaths at least 5 to 10 times. And again, you can repeat this 4, 7, 8 combination with the physiological sigh breathing pattern 3 to 5 times. We just did it 3, you can see. I don't know, did it take a minute? It didn't even take that long. So after taking some good, steady breaths to kind of ease out of it, we're going to say that statement again that you started off with. So I'll go ahead and say, I am feeling so overwhelmed right now. So on a scale of 0 to 10, how true does that statement feel to you at this moment, right now, after we did that breathing technique? This is a good gauge to help you recognize how much something may actually help you and benefit you just in doing something quickly in that way. Please feel free to leave in the comments. I'm super curious to what your statement was, the number you started off with on that scale, and then the number you ended with once we were finished. If you feel like you have to go through another round of 3 to 5, then please do so and leave a comment sharing your experience once you're finished with that. And the reason this works is similar to what I shared in the beginning. So our body is fully connected. Our body is holistic. A lot of times, and what I found with a lot of clients and just people in life, is when something happens, especially when it has to do with things of anxiety, things of worry, things of the mind, it can manifest into these physical symptoms that can include things like fibromyalgia, that can include things like MS, it can include especially gastroenterology and digestive problems. It can include chronic headaches. These physical symptoms oftentimes manifest from things going on in your mind and stresses that you carry in your mind that end up becoming stresses that you feel physically in your body because they have to go somewhere. So one of the reasons why these breathing techniques work, and especially this one that I don't want to say, I created, I didn't come up with it, I just ended up combining 2 different breathing techniques that are super effective, which makes that even more effective as a whole. But one of the reasons why this works is because it helps you to reset and focus on what you're doing. So focus on the breathing. similar to meditation. It brings you into that focus. At the same time, it shifts the things in your body physiologically, and so physically to an extent, by getting this oxygen in and by benefiting your entire system to help calm it down and stabilize things in that way. And then when it comes to the whole, if you're trying to quit smoking, specifically, apparently from a bong or a water bong, then it mimics the actual breathing pattern that people who do that may not recognize. That a lot of their stress relief or a lot of the relief and even dependency that they feel from a substance, let's say in that case, it actually also equally, if not more so, comes from the breathing pattern and from breathing in, from holding it, from letting it go. It is so similar. And I found that so interesting. Someone really close to me actually brought that up and really pushed me to make this video and asked me to make this video so that they could share it, with people they know who they know are trying to, let's say, quit smoking, whatever they may be smoking, or quit anything, or may have high anxiety. And they felt the measurable benefit that this technique brought. So all of that being said, I really hope this video helped you. I hope that you can use this kind of modified breathing technique to help you whenever you feel like you need it. It could be, again, for so many different things. By the way, if you're new here, my name's Jasmine. Hello. This is a place where I share all kinds of stuff, especially things having to do with cats and feline nutrition, specifically raw cat food. Also just cute little updates on the cats because you guys seem to really like that. So I've been sharing those videos, DIYs, recipes, workouts, hacks that I may come across, sometimes fragrance reviews, honestly, whatever I feel like posting, which of course includes Tapping Tuesday videos, stress management tips, and a whole lot more. So if that sounds like it's up your alley, then please feel free to click that subscribe button below, join the Cat Lady Fitness family, because I would love to have you. If you want to go download that free stress relief guide, I will put a link to where you can get that in the description below and also the pinned comment. And also, if you're just curious to learn more about the services I offer or the books that I have out that I've written, which include books for humans about holistic fitness and how to achieve that, as well as a grocery store tour guide. And right back there, you can see my coloring book, which is actually the cat's coloring book because he authored it. Puppy authored it. But it's the coolest cat coloring book for humans of all ages, which, matter of fact, coloring is also an exceptional tool for stress management for adults and, like the book says, people of all ages. So, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the comments and in the next video. Bye.